to my channel. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a nice day. I want to thank my old subscribers, my new subscribers and my recent subscribers. And yeah, thank you for joining me and being on my channel since 2022. And I want to say thank you for your condolences for Fifi, who I lost a couple of weeks back, and it means the world to me, all your comments and understanding. But yeah, today this is going to be something different that I didn't think I'd talk about, but you know, before we get on to that, I'm a mixed bags of bags, and you know, if you come across any of my content, there's loads of it. There's a wee green subscribe button below. If you press that, you get all my content coming to you once a week or whenever I upload. And I've got many shorts too, and I've got a great community tab, so I hope to see you there. So anyway, let's get on with this vlog, people.
A few moments later.
So yeah, today's vlog, a bit different, and it's just something I want to talk about personally from my experience. And yeah, it's something I've never talked about before because it's a thing that gets me down a lot. Even though I've got hate comments on it a lot, you probably know what I'm talking about. And you know, I actually want to talk about it because obviously the crisis we're in with the NHS dentists going private and people not affording care, and there's waiting lists and people doing their own DIY tooth removal, and you know, the constant crisis and shit and the effect it's having on people that can't afford to go private and can't get in the NHS, and you know, it's not great. Like I say, from my own personal perspective of it all, you know, there are many reasons why people's teeth are bad or not in great condition for many reasons. But for me, mine was down to PTSD and something that happened to me, like, you know, when I was younger, and it happened, you know, above the dentist. So that's why I have a fear of dentists, because this person that did something to me, you know, lived above the dentist. So that's why I didn't see a dentist in so many years, and then I went and got that private one, as you all know, back in, I can't think now, 2020, oh, it's somewhere, but you know, I've been seeing them. But yeah, unfortunately, we're living in this crisis, like, you know, with the 111, the NHS is strained, you know, it's the Tory bastard government, excuse my language, and, you know, there's waiting lists, or there's NHS dentists turning private and kicking people off the list. And it's not just me, it's most people. And when you've got people that are on benefits for whatever reason they are, and they can't get NHS and they can't get the care they want for the dentistry, you know, it's literally a kick in the teeth, excuse the pun. But for me, as you know, since I come on here in 2022, all I got was hate comments and about my teeth and being a druggie, and why it did bother me and all that lot. It did for a while. I decided, you know, I'm not going to let it bother me, but being ADHD and having RSD, which is rejective sensitive dysphoria, it can get me down, and you know, due to having another incident with the tooth, because I couldn't get an emergency dentist to get it extracted, I had to do it myself. And no, I don't recommend it, and you shouldn't do it unless the above all fails and you're like me and many others and you just haven't got 300 quid or X amount to magic out your bum hole. And yeah, so, you know, not everyone lives in this bubble of the life of Riley where they can go, yeah, I've got this money, and you know, people go, oh, you're on benefits, you should be able to afford the basic thing. Well, you know, it's the thing back when the pandemic happened, like between eating and eating, and now poverty, more food banks, cost of living crisis, you know, it's one thing on another. And, you know, why there's like many worst case scenarios, you know, of people's teeth and everything, it can have an effect on the person, like myself. It's like, I have crippling social anxiety, and as an ex-model, I don't like to smile a lot anyway. And now, since doing the extraction myself, it's got me down a bit more, and I'm just like, at this point mentally, I'm like, fuck it, with what else is going on in the current crisis of this Tory scum world we live in. And, you know, it's actually shit. We're Great Britain, and we live in like a third country world, and it's like, why the hell is this happening? And, you know, like I say, there's people out there that have worse dentistry issues. I'm not saying mine are bad to the point, but, you know, mine are bad, like, in the sense of my experience, that it's like, I tried to get help, I tried to phone 111, nobody won't take me on in, like with Bupa, right? These are the worst. You ring up and you say you're NHS or you want to be NHS, they have no care or compassion, or unless you say, oh, money exchange hands, they will want to get you in as soon as possible. And that is the way it is with dentists that go private. Oh yeah, you give us money, we'll give you what you want. And even though they say 111 emergency, it's not an emergency when most dentists want you to pay hundreds for something that's really bad, and an extraction you can't do yourself unless you have to, like I did. And, you know, it's crap. And I don't blame the NHS. I blame, you know, the NHS not getting funded enough, and Tories funding war, and this Rwanda scheme, and all that bollocks. And, you know, it's like, what the fuck, what the hell? And I do my best to keep up with my dental oral routine. And yes, well, I did pay out the nose for my private one, you know, for seeing a hygienist and whatever. I can't pay for nothing else. And, you know, out of principle, and for me, as a sensible person to an extent, I don't do loans, I don't do credit cards, I don't do anything. Even if somebody said to me, do you want to borrow 200 quid? It's like, that for me will be on my mind, and, you know, it's like the inevitable, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in debt to someone, be it a friend, be it somebody giving it to me. You know, it's just like, I just don't do that. I've never done that. It's like, I've got a debit card and that's it. It's like, I don't go beyond my means. And I don't live in luxury. I just live comfortably and nice enough, and I'm happy to have a roof over my head and, you know, have my one cat that I have now. Do you know what I mean? It's like prioritising things to me. But there is this crisis. This is what I'm saying. There is this crisis of NHS dentists going private, and, you know, it's absurd. It's like, no dentist wants to talk to you unless you have money, and it's really bad. It's like, you know, what, I'm at the point you're at excruciating pain, and, you know, you could have some worst case scenario where your teeth are crumbling and shit, and it's like, what do you fucking do? What do you do? I mean, what does anybody do? And I want to know, there's people out there that have been NHS or been turned away from their dentists going private. Let me know. I want to know your comments. It's like, around here there's no NHS dentists I've tried, and, you know, the wait list is 2 years, and it's like getting blood out of a stone. And, you know, many people, due to the poverty and the crap we're in at the moment, due to this Tory scum government, no one can pay out of pocket, and not everybody has the funds, and it's not doable and it's not viable. People are living day by day, making ends meet, and the Tory government are making it harder, even for disabled people now, if you've not seen the news. And it's a shit world to live in. It is crap. And, you know, while I'm not bothered about any other thing of my appearance, you know, I couldn't give a shit, do you know what I mean? I'll grow old gracefully and wrinkly, it's fine. But my one appearance that's always got me shit It's my teeth, because I've been accused of being a druggie. Yes, I did do drugs back in the day. I was 20, that was the life at the time. Do you know what I mean? I'm no saint, but you know, I don't do alcohol, I don't do drugs, I'm pretty clean. I live a boring, hermetised, you know, life with my inner circle with 4 friends, and that is it, you know. I had a life that I once lived and did stupid shit. I mean, I'm 37, we all do stupid shit, but for me it's my appearance and my teeth, and like I said, I've got over it and I've ignored it. But being ADHD and RSD and that rejective sensitive disorder, it has an impact on you, especially somebody with me with social anxiety. It's like, wow, do you know what I mean? It's like you judge in this society on the way you look and how much money you have. And this is the thing with YouTube and social media, it's like, you know, people hit rock bottom and people are on the arse end due to situations, and people make fun of it, people bully their appearance because of this said person's got this and whatever, and it's really bad, and they don't understand them comments can impact people. An NHS crisis, there's a dental crisis, and you know, it weighs on people's confidence, it weighs on you heavily, because you know, we live in this world where, like I say, materialistic perfectionists and people judging you daily on media, and you know, it's fucking shit, and I get it constantly, and you know, it's not fucking nice. And yes, while I'm over it, like I said, it's just like, you know, calling me a druggie and a junkie. Obviously I'm not, you can tell I'm not, because of how my teeth are. You perceive that because I've got bad teeth, that makes me a druggie and a junkie. It's like, what the hell? Are you bored with life or something? And it's like, you don't understand somebody's situation or what the fuck is going on. It's like, you know, and I'm just reaching out to see there's people like me that are in this NHS gone private and shit like that. So this is why I made this, and it was very hard to make this and open up about this. And yeah, I just wanted to speak about it, and if you want to comment below on your experiences or anything like that, let me know. Has your NHS gone private? Have you had to do your own DIY dentistry? Yeah, I want to know your thoughts, let me know. But I'm going to leave this here. It's took me a lot of confidence to come up and speak about this, and especially the current situation. But yeah, I'm going to go, but thank you for watching, thank you for coming. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye!